All right, let's jump right into it. Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're diving into a story that literally traces back to the absolute dawn of humanity. We're talking about the incredible legacy of Hawwa, may Allah be pleased with her. You probably know her as the mother of all mankind, right? But honestly, her story is so much more than just a quick history lesson. It's basically the ultimate masterclass in human nature. We're going to look at the very first human mistake and the deeply, deeply transformative reaction that followed. Get ready, because this is really going to challenge how you view your own daily actions, all through the lens of some profoundly beautiful Islamic wisdom.
So, it brings up a huge question. What can the mother of mankind actually teach us about our daily mistakes? I mean, it's a fascinating thing to think about, isn't it? We usually look at these foundational figures as, distant, maybe even untouchable. But the truth is, the blueprint for our most modern, everyday struggles was written right at the dawn of creation. Think about it. Every single day, we slip up. We might spread a bit of gossip, maybe blindly follow some harmful cultural trend, or just, make a bad call. It happens. And human instinct, well, it usually pushes us to hide it or justify it, right? But Hawwa's pivotal moment? It offers us this incredibly powerful, direct alternative.
Okay, let's quickly map out how this all went down, because understanding the sequence of events really shows you the true weight of her reaction. Stage 1 starts in the absolute, literal perfection of paradise. This is where Allah created Hawwa and joined her with Adam. But that perfection was broken in stage 2. Shaytan deceived Hawwa into eating from the forbidden tree. And the consequence? That brings us to stage 3, and it was a massive transition. They were commanded to leave paradise for earth. But, and this is absolutely crucial, here is where the profound lesson actually lies. Hawwa didn't just brush off the error. She didn't make excuses. Instead, she channeled her grief into this profound display of faith and action. She cried greatly over her mistake. She really felt its immense gravity. And because of that sincere, heartbreaking sorrow, which is stage 4, Allah forgave her and reunited her with Adam. So you see, our human story doesn't begin with flawlessness, not at all. It begins with grace following a mistake.
Now, the source material here specifically addresses dear sisters, calling on women to draw direct inspiration from Hawwa. But let's be real for a second. Frankly, this cuts straight to the core of every single human being. We fall into this modern trap all the time, actively defending our wrong actions. It's wild. We continue committing sins, things like backbiting, spreading gossip, or following entirely baseless cultural customs without a shred of concern. We just justify them. We say, oh, well, it's just how things are done around here. But Hawwa's example? It shows us the exact opposite, admitting mistakes honestly. She didn't blame the deception, she didn't point fingers, she owned the error and repented. And honestly, that sincere accountability is exactly what we're lacking when we stubbornly defend our own harmful habits.
So, what do we actually do with all this? Well, this historical narrative leaves us with a highly practical toolkit for our lives right now, today. It basically boils down to 5 core actions. Number 1, admit mistakes honestly. Just drop the excuses completely. Number 2, leave sinful habits immediately. The second you recognize the error, step away. Just cut it out. Number 3, repent sincerely to Allah. Let your heart actually feel the true weight of the mistake. Number 4, actively avoid backbiting and gossip. These are super destructive habits that we just desperately need to abandon. And finally, number 5, follow truth over cultural wrong practices. Listen, baseless customs should be left in the dust, no matter how popular they might be. True strength doesn't lie on projecting this fake ego of perfection, no way. True strength is recognizing your errors and turning back to Allah. And that brings us to the absolute most critical reflection of this entire explainer. Here it is. Will you defend your next mistake or sincerely repent? We've traced this incredible journey from paradise to earth. And what did we see? We saw that the mother of mankind didn't waste a single ounce of energy justifying her slip-up. Instead, she poured all her energy into turning back to her creator. So the next time you catch yourself gossiping or, just making a simple error in judgment, I want you to remember Hawwa. Remember that true strength is having the guts to admit you were wrong. So, when your next moment of human error inevitably arrives, which path will you choose?